Hello everyone and welcome to B Readings. This is your Yule predictions, Yule 2023, Christmas 2023. I'm not sure if there is a difference in days, however, your holidays predictions. Now I am Wiccan, so to me this is specifically Yule. Anyway, let me say it once so that I don't repeat myself 3 times. If you are interested in taking a look at any of the decks that I will be using today, there will be either a time card right now, or at the end of the video, last 5 seconds, there will be an ending card, and in the description there will be a link to a playlist with all of my deck flip-throughs. If you are interested in checking out any of my other social medias or donating to my tuition fund, if I still haven't reached my goal by the time this video is up, it will be down in the description below. And if you are interested in booking a private reading with me, it'll be in the description below as well. Other than that, we've got group 1, group 2, and group 3. Feel free to pause the video, take a few deep breaths, meditate on those piles, choose your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your Yule predictions. So, this card is called Zaklinanie, translating into a spell or, being bewitched. And here it says Magia Zvuka, which means the magic of sound. And it kind of does look like Yule. I mean, look. I don't know. I'm getting a little Yule vibes with these little candles over here. Anyway. Yeah. Something to do with a spell or bewitching someone or being bewitched by someone. Let's start with your Egyptian tarot deck. You got the Hierophant in reverse, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and 10 of Cups in reverse. So, what I see with these cards and in this deck, the Hierophant is talking about guidance, tradition, counseling, or experience. With it being in reverse, I do see that there is some sort of a much needed guidance or counseling coming up in this Yule. So if you have a wise family member or a friend that you will be meeting up for Yule or Christmas, then do seek guidance or counseling and try and listen to people sharing their experiences and stories. There are some sort of traditions that I do see not being upheld in a while. Let's say if there was a family tradition of, for example, me and my mom had a tradition to watch Nightmare Before Christmas every New Year's Eve, but then we stopped. So for example, if you have certain traditions like that, let me take off my slippers because they are making my feet sweat, then try and work on restoring them. Maybe bring it up in this Yule or Christmas celebration. I do see it benefiting you in some sort of a way. With 3 of Pentacles in this deck, talking about happy unions and harmony, and just wait, that's 10 of Cups. Oh my god, I'm confusing them again. I have this thing that sometimes I am talking about one card, but because I'm looking at another card, I'm just reading the other card. So 10 of Cups is talking about happy unions and harmonies. It's also talking about good reputation, whereas the 3 of Pentacles in this deck is talking about some sort of negotiated advantages and celebrities. With it being in reverse, it might be that you might have lost your likelihood or like likeliness, I don't know how to say this properly, or like your popularity in amongst your friends or in your family. That might be a reason why you might feel hesitant in joining these sort of family celebrations. You might have been trying to negotiate some sort of financial or materialistic matters which did not go well in the past. Let's say you needed money for something, let's say tuition. You were a little short on tuition, a couple $1,000s. You asked your parents if they could chip in and help you out, and they said no, for example, and you've held that resentment. All of these things will be coming up, but with the 10 of Cups, with the happy union, I do see that these sort of problems will be sorted out and put at the back seat and just forgotten about. Let's take a look at your Wildwood Tarot. Now, in this reading, I will be reading it as an oracle. You got Ace of Vessels or Ace of Cups, the waters of life. 8 of Vessels or 8 of Cups, rebirth. And number 13, the journey or death. So, yeah, with rebirth and death, I do see that this Yule, and for some reason I'm being called to some sort of a family. I'm seeing kind of like a living room with people, kind of like family sitting in a living room. It's almost like whatever happened in the past, whatever problems you've had with your family in the past, this Yule, they are getting sorted out, they are getting left behind. There is a rebirth of a connection with the waters of life. I do see like a new connection being brought to life, being nourished. You might want to look into certain spells that might bind people, or like freezing spells to anybody that does you harm, or anybody that could have played a role in this situation. But with the magic of the sound, I do feel that there are going to be soothing words. Some things would be said that will basically create a death of the older past bad situation and bring a new nice family relationship into life. Yeah, so this is a quick and a short reading for what to expect this Yule/Christmas, and what blessings or gifts will Yule bring you. And this is the ultimate blessing of a family union, of reuniting with everybody and leaving whatever happened before behind. And I don't know why I feel like this hand is almost like a handshake, like somebody is giving you their hand as a form of a handshake to make a deal that you're leaving whatever happened before negative behind and moving on into the new journey with a new relationship to each other. That is beautiful, because we are social beings and we do need family, we do need friends, we do need people around us. We are people. Alrighty, that is it. If you liked this very short reading on Yule/Christmas, please leave me a like, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe for more, and other than that, I will see you on next Tuesday, with another reading, or on Spiritual Sundays. Have a great day, and happy Yule, Merry Christmas, and just generally happy holidays. Love you guys. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your Yule predictions reading. What will Yule or Christmas bring into your life? What blessings, what gifts? And you chose this card that says Ostara, which is a Sabbath, and it says Svoboda, which means freedom. So I have a feeling that whatever blessings or gifts will be brought to you in Yule, they will be activated in Yule, but you will see their fruition only around Ostara, and the blessing might be the blessing of freedom. So let's see, what are you freeing yourself from? Let's start with the Egyptian Tarot deck. Oh my god, excuse me. Sorry, had to cough. You got King of Chalices or King of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Wheel. So the wheel is turning. Okay, the wheel is turning this Yule. This is what Yule is blessing you with. This is what Yule is activating in your life. However, I think that you will not see it as clear that the wheel has turned as a drastic change. Right now, you will see it around Ostara. Okay, so let's talk about King of Cups. So King of Cups is a man of medicine. He is a patron of some sort. So there's something to do with, with the king and the knight, I have very masculine energy. Like, I feel very masculine energy. So something to do with a man, probably, or a woman that's very masculine, or even a non-binary person that is very masculine. Yeah, something to do with masculine person. Yeah. And King of Cups being a patron makes me feel that you've known this person for a while, since it is Yule or a Christmas, depending on what is your religion, or any other type of holiday basically around this time. I do have a sense of it being most likely family, or someone you would consider family, or like a close family friend. Just simply assuming, because, you know, holidays, people meet up with family and like close friends. So that's a no-brainer. I do not need cards to say that. Alrighty, moving on to Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords is talking about some sort of an ideological battle. It's talking about someone doing something just out of a matter of principle, just because I can, you know, like, ooh, let me sit down, my feet just got numb. Yeah, what was I talking about before my foot got numb? Knight of Swords, he is also talking about some sort of an authority or an authority figure. So it's honestly giving me like a father vibes. Doesn't really necessarily be a father. It reminds me of my father personally. Little insight to my non-existent currently relationship with my father. Thank God it is non-existent, but when I did have a father-daughter relationship with my father, it wasn't really good. Like, my dad would forbid me from doing things if they make me happy. Quick example, true story, I swear I'm not making this up. My cousin gifted me a book, and I remember that I really liked this book, and it was kind of funny to the point that it made me giggle and smile, and it annoyed the F out of my dad. He did not like to see me happy. He did not like to see me smiling or laughing or giggling, and so he forbidden me from reading that book. A couple years later, he forbidden me from reading any book in general, unless it's a religious book. So that's just one example from my life. It is a true story. However, that didn't just apply for books, that literally applied for anything that made me happy. It was just a matter of principle. I can forbid you from doing things, and that's why I will. There is really no specific reason. You just annoy me. I will bully you just because I can. That's what it's giving me. So if you had an abusive parent, it could even be like just emotionally or like mentally abusive. It doesn't have to be physically. That can resonate, or just basically anybody that has been just being a pain in ASS, if you get what I'm saying, just because they can. No apparent reason, just because they can. And with freedom and the wheel turning, it's almost like you are freeing yourself, or Yule or Christmas or any holiday you celebrate around this time is bringing you the blessing of being free from this patron, being free from this person that is doing things just because they can, or just because they don't understand you, because it's also talking about ideological battles. Like, again, me and my dad is like super religious. He's very conservative. I am the opposite. I am Wiccan. Hello. Yeah, let's take a look at your Wildwood Tarot, and I am going to be using this tarot deck as an oracle, this reading, just full disclosure. You got 10 of Vessels, happiness, 7 of Airs, insecurity. I'm sitting way too low, so I can't really see what's happening on my phone. 5 of Vessels, ecstasy, and the Green Woman. Okay, let me get up. Oh god. Yeah, I don't have like a desk and a table or something, so I'm filming on my bed, and my bed is low, so I'm sitting on the floor. Sitting slash squatting slash standing slash bending. You know, however I can make this video work, I am making it work. So honestly, with ecstasy and happiness and freedom, I feel that these are the blessings that are brought to you. The Green Woman in this deck also talks about new paths and finding new paths, and just reminds us of the responsibilities that we will have on those paths. So I do see with the Wheel and the Green Woman, I do see that there is a new path opening up in front of you to kind of free you from, I don't know how else to say it, but a tyrant. I'm sorry, I might even be biased right now because, as I said, kind of hits home over here. So yeah, and around Astara, this is how your life will be looking. And with insecurity, I mean, how I feel, and just remember 50% of the reading is what I'm showing you over here, and 50% is your intuition and your interpretation. But how I feel and interpret this card is that, I mean, after going through something like this, obviously you'll develop this. This card in this deck actually talks about things being swept under the rug, not being, you know, out of sight is not out of mind. So things popping back up that would affect your life. How I see it is you will be blessed with freedom around Astara. You will bring the wheel into motion, and you will be blessed with a happy life without this tyrant later on. But you also have to beware of your insecurities, of everything that this person might have told you about you that is not true, but you have interpreted it. You might have felt hurt and you didn't want to heal that hurt, and it just grew into this bigger insecurity. So I do want to bring your attention to that and let you know that, you know, those things, out of sight is not out of mind, and you do need to work on it and address it and acknowledge it. But yeah, beautiful Yule, beautiful beginnings. I've been there. I when I ran away from my dad, it was hard, but it turned out to be awesome. I'm not encouraging anybody to run away. Please do not run away if it is not safe, if there is no need to run away, alrighty? Unless you're being murdered, do not run away, okay? But yeah. Beautiful new paths, wheel turns into a beautiful new direction, and those blessings, they will start in Yule, but you will see them in their fruition around Astara. And yeah, please do acknowledge your insecurities. That was your quick Yule predictions reading, or Christmas predictions reading, group number 2. I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave me a like, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe for more. And other than that, I will see you next Tuesday with the next pick a card reading or a spiritual Sunday. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your Yule's Christmas holidays predictions reading. You chose this card, which is Serый гусь. Oops, I'm sorry. Serый гусь, which is translated to a gray goose, and it says over here Maya Asadova, which means the magic of paths. This card always makes me think about this story about the swan that was like the gray duckling, or like the gray goose, I don't remember, and he was bullied, and then he grew up to be a beautiful swan that was there by mistake, and everybody was just like jealous. So yeah, let's see, what does Yule hold for you. Let's start with your Egyptian tarot. You got the Magician, King of Wands in reverse, Five of Wands, and Strength. Alrighty. So, with the Magician talking about capability and... let me sit down. I hope you didn't hear my ankle just made this weird noise. Alrighty. The Magician is talking about capability. He is talking about new beginnings, new paths that you can and will embark on. You have all of the elements. The Magician has everything he needs in traditional tarot on the altar. This is a little different. To take action. It is talking about you being ready to take action with the, what's his name? King of Wands. With the King of Wands in reverse, King of Wands is talking about some sort of a mature man, a good relationship with a mature man, some sort of inheritance, receiving some sort of help. So with it being in reverse, and decks like that don't have a reverse meaning, how I interpret it in reverse is either a delay or the complete opposite. Here I feel the complete opposite. I feel like there is some sort of a man, a mature man, or just a masculine energy that is mature, that have the resources to help you, but they do not. And that's probably because you have a bad relationship with them, or maybe you have a bad relationship with them because they just refuse to help you even though they have the resources. However, what you will come to realize this Yule is that you have the resources as well, and you do not need to wait around for this mature masculine to help you out, or to give you some sort of an inheritance or something. So you got Five of Wands upright, which is talking about some sort of a competition. I do feel that if you're a student, like me, I'm a student, this card is encouraging you to join different competitions with materialistic prices, like money, Apply for scholarships. You might be applying for some sort of a job or an internship that is very competitive. However, I do see you being capable of that. It's not like something that you cannot handle. With the strength is talking about strength, hello, and courage. As you can see, she is opening the lion's, what's that called? Mouth. English is my third language. Please do not judge me. Anyway, so you are basically encouraged to not to be afraid of whatever competition is there. Just give it your all, and no matter what people think or say about you, at the end of it, just like at the end of the story about that ugly duckling or whatever, he just became a swan, a beautiful swan, and everybody was basically biting their elbows because they were so jealous. And it says Magia Darog, so which is like magic of the past. So possibly try and, if you're focused on this certain path, like for example on this person to give you help, maybe try and look into other paths, something to do with a competition, and see if there is another path that you can embark on. Let's take a look at your Wildwood Tarot cards, and full disclosure, I will be using these as an oracle in this reading. So let's see, you got Six of Arrows, transition, you know, magic of paths. Four of Arrows, rest. Two of Arrows, injustice, and Four of Bows, celebration. So there is going to be some sort of a celebration. I mean, it's holidays, hello. Sometimes I say things that are just like no brainer, like I don't need cars to say it, but I don't know, I'm weird. So there is some sort of a transition. As I said, magic of paths, try and look into other paths. Yule will also bless you with a period of rest. I see it more as a mental rest from whatever mental struggles or battles you got with this person. And even though there will be some sort of injustice, just, or you might feel that there is some sort of injustice, do not let that stop you. There is a card in this deck that is called the Great Bear. I love that card. And that card is basically talking that even if something is forgiven, it doesn't mean that it's forgotten, which always reminds me of karma. You can forgive someone, but karma won't like leave them alone, you know. So even if you feel a sense of injustice or that you've been treated very unjust, let that go. Focus on other things. Focus on, you know, being strong and courageous and embarking on this new path that will be opening in front of you as a blessing from Yule, you know, Christmas, whatever you're celebrating. And there is a celebration which I would take as two things. One, a confirmation that this blessing will come to you around a celebration time, or two, that after you embark on this path, the end of it is full of celebration and not injustice. Alrighty, group number 3, let me get up so I can, oh, my leg just got numb, so I can, you know, turn the video off once I'm done saying my ending credits. If you like this video, please leave me a like. That will really support my channel. Leave me a comment down below with your thoughts and subscribe for more. Other than that, I will see you next Tuesday with another pick a card or on Spiritual Sundays. Happy holidays, everyone, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.